Hey, so here's my use case. I have a bunch of documents that I downloaded from Microsoft site with a lot of use cases per persona for different roles, different persona, HR, IT, marketing, sales. And I want to give that knowledge to people without them to have to go open those documents or search where they are. And I don't want for them to surface other documents that are somewhere in the tenant. So then I can use Copilot Agent to do that, and I did it. So I built this Copilot use case assistant, and when I click on it, I can see there's an example of prompt, pre-canned prompt that's going to focus only on the content that I identify, which is the library here, the folder that was showing. So here, I can ask a question. Can you help me generate some use case for Copilot for sales person? So if there were other documents somewhere else, you will find them, and that's where it's some confusion. But here, it's gonna come back with three different files that are stored in this folder and only in this folder, so I can scope my agent to just look somewhere very specific. So I'm not, confusing people where to look. I provide them with this agent and they can focus on exactly what they need. And there's a reference to the file, and the prompt is really giving back the result I was looking for. So how did I create that? So you have a new feature called Create Agent here. So you can go there, create agent, and you follow wizard. You say what you want, and you go through different steps. I'm going to show you the result of this agent. I'm going to go to view all agents, and I'm going to edit this one. So basically, I gave an icon. You can change the icon here. You can give a name. It chose the name. You can change the name if you want. Here it is. Description I gave, the instruction I gave. And what is really important is here is I browse in SharePoint because you can see I can add content coming from SharePoint, and I reference the folder. So I just browse and choose where the folder was and reference it. So you just have to navigate where it is, and then you select the folder or even the file or several files if you want just to point at a few files. That's how you create your agent. You can go enhance it with more interactions, but that's here I want to show a simple Copilot agent without any code, and it will create for you different example of a pre-canned prompt with the title that you can see here and the prompt. You can change that if you want. If you think some prompts are missing, you can add. Um, you can modify it. You just have six prompt maximum because it shows here like six tiles. You can add more, but and you can test it. So you can do the same thing. Prompt suggestion. What are the good prompt suggestions for Copilot for for a sales person? So you test it, see if it works. It looks like it works, and when you finish, you uh, you publish it. I think it's published when you create for the first time. Yeah, I can update it. Oh, something went wrong. That's interesting. Demo, bad demo. But that's how you do. You can test and check if it works. I don't know why it's not working. And you can open full version. That's a more in Copilot Studio. There's a more advanced tools if you want to go further. If you have some sort of dev skills, it's not fully dev, but it's still you need to understand the algorithm, and it can help you to figure out, but it's not for everybody. This is for everybody. Anybody can do that. Point to a folder. What is really important is to disable the web content to avoid confusion, unless you want this Copilot agent not only to look in this folder but on the web. So I disable web content to be sure that it was not looking in on the web, but you can do that too. And so when you published it, then it goes there. You can pin it here. I don't remember how many you can pin. I don't think you can pin them all. Oh yes, apparently we can. Uh, and so then you just have to click on it, and it shows, and you can for 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 cells person. Let's try it again. Hope it should work. I don't know why it's not working. It was not working. Maybe because I was updating it. And you can see it comes back with two files actually. So I don't have to find those files. I don't even know if they're the right versions. Somebody published it because that's the authority who knows where the documents are. It just focus on those documents. There's no mess with other documents. There's no mess with what comes from internet. Everything is compact and yeah, is helping. It's helping me. So pretty powerful create agents. What I did with files, you can just do it by saying what you want to prompt. So you can create a long prompt to coach people on to learn a subject, and you can bring all the value of the subject in your prompt, or you can reference a document. So you can see I created an HR handbook assistant based on our HR handbook, so I can ask questions regarding our HR handbook without having to know where the HR handbook is because there's probably tons of duplicates in my environment. I don't know which one is the latest. So if I was asking Copilot, I will not find the latest one, or it might mislead me. So that's why I build a Copilot agent just for this document. This is the final document. Eventually, from time to time, I need to repoint to the new document, but this is pretty powerful because it's only targeting scoping a set of documents with a prompt that elaborate what you're trying to achieve, so it can guide the users with pre-canned prompt that are you can change if you want them. If you want to manually change them, you can change them when you're creating the agent. So it helps to guide users. It's not an agent that is automated. It's a guided agent that scopes a limited what we call data sets. So focusing only on files that you want. And as you saw with this one, there's a lot of documents. So it's not just two or three or five. It can be just an entire folder, which is not the same thing when you're doing that in Copilot for Microsoft 365 because you can only reference up to 5 documents and you cannot yet reference a folder. And here it's already the right folder and all the documents are in the folder, or you can have a Copilot agent that just like my HR handbook that is focusing on just one document. Um, so you can let your imagination to create all the Copilot agent simple like that. Everybody can do it, and I hope you will leverage that. I'm pretty sure that's going to be helping users to not try to really understand everything you can do with Copilot for Microsoft 365 because in a way you're helping them by giving the right prompt with the right ingredients on the right data, and so they don't really have to learn how to use Copilot. They just have to learn that there's a Copilot agent that they can just click on it and ask questions, and it's already there for them. Hope this was insightful.